Hey, a video for I Love Tool. I wonder where that name comes from. Maybe you can enlighten us. Especially for you, since you commented on one of my videos, and I promised you to give you a couple of stories of how I manifested big things. First, I wanted to say that in the universal God or angel or whatever you believe in perspective, there's no such thing as big. We make it big. So everything is the same. If you manifest seeing a butterfly, or if you manifest a specific person, or if you manifest a house, we make it big. It's not big in the universal perspective. So keep that in mind the next time you're materializing something into your life. I've been thinking about what I wanted to share first because I have so many things that I materialized in my life. And I decided to go with my very first boyfriend. I was 14 at the time. I was still in high school, and he was 18 and he was almost finished. He was one of the most handsome boys in school. And my friends knew that I was in love with him, and they used to say, forget it. You will never, ever, ever date him. He doesn't even know you exist, which was true. So what happened was I saw him one day playing basketball, like a school tournament. And when I saw his eyes, I was immediately completely smitten. And I found out that his name was Guido. Later I learned his name was different. So what I did, I was 14, right? So keep that in mind. What I did, I wrote his name on my wall in my bedroom. And I think I put a heart around it, and then probably a photo or something on top of it so that nobody would see what I did. And every day I would think, oh, Gideon, oh, he's so amazing, oh, all these things. Then, I don't know, I don't remember how it happened, but somehow one of my best friends got to know where he hung out with his best friends. And we cycled there. And I think so. This was all in a period of 2 years, because you can already know how it ended. This is a story about manifestations. I got into a relationship with him. This all happened in a period of 2 years. No, actually shorter. 1 year. Let's say 1.5 year. So as I said, I don't even know how, but one of my best friends found out where he hung out with his friends, and he used to skate, roller skate, and do tricks and all of these things. So I went there with her, and I was so nervous because I was completely, this first love thing. I couldn't utter a word, so I was just sitting there being super quiet and not saying anything. And the interesting thing was, he noticed me because I was so quiet. Everyone was chatting and doing. And he was like, who is this girl who never utters a word? Because we came there a couple of times. And then we had we have a day in Holland. I don't live in Holland anymore, but there's a day in Holland called Queen's Day. Now it's King's Day because the Queen gave the throne to her son. So now it's not Queen's Day anymore, but King's Day. But then it was still Queen's Day. And Queen's Day was on the 30th of April. And what happens is everyone celebrates that day. Everyone dresses up in orange. Everyone starts drinking alcohol super early. A lot of people sell their stuff like clothes and shoes and books and whatever in the streets. And it's just one big day of festivities. And if you like cultural things and you like city trips, then you definitely have to go to Amsterdam or another big city in Holland to experience King's Day, which is not on the 30th of April anymore. Check it out before you go there on what date it is. So rewind to the story. On Queen's Day, Guido, which I learned later his name was Guido, not Gideon, which was on the wall of my bedroom. Him and his friends were going to Amsterdam. I didn't live in Amsterdam. I grew up somewhere else. With Queen's Day, and they invited us to come along, and I was over the moon. I don't think we ever exchanged words by then because I just couldn't talk whenever I was near this guy. So we went to Amsterdam together with him and his friends. And then we had our first kiss. I had my very first kiss with Gideon, who turned out to be Guido. And from that, a relationship came. And we were together for 2 years. And it was amazing. Fast forward to now, to find out that I actually manifested him, or as I believe now, materialized a relationship with him. Because as you know, I like Neville Goddard's teachings, and he says everything already exists and you don't attract things to you. You just imagine them into reality, into this physical 3D, because it already exists, and the 3D reality, so on a different plane, and you pull it into 3D reality. Yeah, I hope the story was clear. And I love thinking about this. Whenever I doubt anything, I just also think back to this story because it was unbelievable. This man didn't even know that I existed. I was 4 years younger. He was one of the most handsome people in school. And yeah, things just evolved and led up to the bridge of events, how Neville calls it. And it happened. The relationship with Guido happened just as I wished for. I can imagine that more questions will come from just this video. So if there are any questions, please ask them and I try to answer them as good as I can, or I will answer them as good as I can. And I hope they will satisfy you. So thanks for watching and see you soon. Mwah.